Today's project is French onion soup in a can. I'm going to use a recipe from the Ball book, but I'm going to cut it in half. And also there's a couple ingredients in there I usually don't like to use. I'm going to stick with the recipe this time and maybe change them next. We'll see how it tastes. I'll talk about those as we get to them. I have 2 pounds of onions here. Slice them, I'll run them through the food processor. I'll just dump them all under this pot. Eat that. Okay, I shouldn't have dumped them in here yet. I gotta heat some olive oil in there, so I put it back in this bowl. Speaking of olive oil, that's one of the things I usually don't like, but it's a small amount, so I'll stick with the recipe on that one. Usually I use canola oil. Okay, the first thing is heat up 2 tablespoons of olive oil over medium. I'll heat it up over medium high. I'll probably turn it down a little bit after. Okay, the oil's hot. So, next step is to dump in the onion. Half a tablespoon of salt, pickling salt of course, or definitely not table salt in it. And a half a teaspoon of pepper. Stir it all up. Better get it up here. Going to want to be stirring this quite a bit so the onions don't burn. They will release a lot of moisture as they cook now. But so the idea here is to cover it and let it cook at medium-low heat, medium-high heat, medium-low for about an hour with the cover on. I gotta stir it quite often. I've been cooking these for an hour now, stirring quite often, and they are nice and soft. So now what I gotta do is stir them a lot, almost constantly, and try to get them caramelized. I'm not sure. How long that's going to take. Hope my arm doesn't wear out. Okay, it's almost about hour and 10 minutes, 15 minutes since the lid's been off. I'm stirring and scraping here. I'm afraid they're going to start burning if I go any longer. So, next is this is something else I rarely use, is wine in my cooking, but I'm going to use it this time. 1.5 cups of dry white wine. I'm using Chardonnay just because that's what I got. Well, I picked up, I should say. It doesn't taste bad, so it might not be so bad, but usually I don't like wine. And what is that, a half teaspoon? Yeah, a half teaspoon of thyme. I'm going to stir that all in and keep cooking and stirring and scraping until that wine reduces to almost nothing, or to almost dry, I guess they said. I was afraid to caramelize these onions anymore because they look like they're going to start burning me. So I'm just going to try scraping all this stuff off the sides. I'm not real sure what almost dry is, but this is getting there, I think. I'm going to turn the light back on. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of, it's pretty dry. So, next trick, 3 pints of homemade beef stock. I'll try to put a link at the end of the video to that. You can also find it on my canning, not channel, playlist. So anyway, this here, I'm going to bring it to a boil and then turn it down to simmer for 15 minutes. I expected more onion in there, but we'll see. Well, it's going to reduce to a little bit, especially since I'm going to simmer it up uncovered. Okay, it's boiling, so I'll reduce the heat and simmer it for 15 minutes. Set the timer here. In the meantime, I'll get my jars heated up in the hot water, get everything else ready. It's been simmering for 15 minutes, so jars are hot. And now it's time to fill the jars. 1 inch of headspace. So I got 3 jars here full. Got the headspace here. See, I think my camera stopped on me before I got done filling this canner up. So I'm going to use this water to show you what I was doing just in case. You always got to wipe off your ribs real good, make sure there's no dirt on it. Make sure your lid is clean. And then tighten the lid down, the ring down to finger tray only. Now, like I said, this is water. I don't care if it's sealed or not. The other thing, you always use new lids, except for the water, because I don't care if it's sealed. Don't ever use it, an old lid, even if it looks good. Anyway, okay, so I'll stop this again for a minute. Now, follow your own canner's instructions, but for this one, and this is a canner, by the way. For this one, it's 8 cups of water. And I always put vinegar in to just keep the jars from getting cloudy from the hard water. And close the lid. Now, yeah, with this one too. This is the way it works. It works pretty good, matter of fact. I'll move this over so you can see better. But anyway, I opened that. So follow your canner's instructions again, but if you want, you're going to need exhaust for 10 minutes. And then for pints, you press a can for 60 minutes. If it's quarts, then 125 minutes. So this one's actually easy to do, but now I'll do it to show you. So I press high, and then how long I want it. Oops, way over shut there. Right. Double check the vent open, and then just press start. It'll beep at me when the time comes for me to close the vent. Okay, it started its venting process. That's the exhaust, that is. That's what the E stands for, is exhaust. 10 seconds or 10 minutes. And then work its way down to 0, then it'll beep at me and let me know to close the valve. It beeped at me, so now I gotta put the vent to the closed position. It'll get up to pressure, and then start the countdown. After the 60 minutes is up, it'll turn itself off. Okay, it turned itself off. So now I just gotta wait till it depressurizes so I can open the lid, and then wait another 10 minutes before I take the jars out. Okay, let's get them out of here. Guess I should be. Okay, it changed color a bit different. Or the one that I got on the stove that was only a half a jar. Okay, well, then ship to tomorrow. Out of the 3 pints I did get, one didn't seal. The other two did. It doesn't sound right, but you can't. It's got no flex to it, so it's sealed. The color is better than was when I put it in, so that's kind of encouraging. I'm gonna have to taste some though, because I want to see if it tastes any good. Yeah, I guess I was wrong. This actually tastes pretty good. The stuff yesterday that didn't get canned, I tried it. I didn't like it much, but the stuff that's been through the pressure canner was pretty good. I guess what I need to do next time is make the full batch, because I only ended up with 3 jars of this, and only 2 of them sealed. But that's not. That's beside the point. It's pretty good stuff though. So I hope you liked the video. Subscribe to my channel. And until next time, goodbye.